Hey everyone, today I'm diving into something quite different from my usual content. Instead of the usual old tech like DVD players or like old phones, old laptops or stuff like that, I'm going to be reviewing this Kodak Instamatic X-15. This is a classic 126 format point and shoot from the early 1970s, made in Canada. So, for context, it's part of Kodak's Instamatic line, which was designed to make photography simple, like drop in a film cartridge, close the back, and shoot. No manual focus, no complicated settings, and just a straightforward way to capture moments. Now, this camera is nearly 50 years old and it still works. That's something worth appreciating right from the start. The Instamatic X-15 isn't about high-tech bells and whistles. It's about accessibility and simplicity, something we often forget in today's world of multi-lens smartphones and digital mirrorless cameras. The Instamatic line was Kodak's response to the growing demand for easy-to-use cameras in the late 1960s and early 1970s. What made these cameras revolutionary at the time was the 126 film cartridge, a plastic canister that eliminated the need to manually thread film onto a spool. So you just open the back here. Just open the back, you pop it in, and the camera automatically advanced to the first frame. It was simple, fast, and beginner-friendly, which explains why these cameras were so popular with families. The X-15 in particular was one of the more refined Instamatics. It featured a fixed focus lens and two shutter speeds, one for normal daylight photography and one synchronized for flash. Speaking of flash, the X-15 used Kodak's Magic Cubes, small 4-bulb flash cubes that made adding light as easy as flipping a cube into place. Nothing fancy, but it got the job done. Physically, the X-15 is lightweight, compact, and easy to hold. The back opens to insert the 126 film cartridge, like this. And once loaded, you simply close the back, went to the first frame, and you're ready to shoot. The camera feels sturdy for its age, and its design prioritizes straightforward use over ergonomics or complex controls. Shooting with it is pleasant. Unlike some other 126 cameras I've heard of, this one doesn't suffer from vignetting, and images remain sharp across the frame. In my experience and in reviews from collectors, the X-15 produces consistent results even when using expired film. That's impressive for a camera of this age and simplicity. The X-15 takes 126 film, which unfortunately isn't manufactured anymore. That said, some labs still develop it, like Dwayne's Photo, which makes it possible to experience the camera as it was intended. Using expired film can give the images a vintage character, sometimes unpredictable, sometimes magical. Collectors often lament the lack of 126 film because there are so many Instamatics worth trying, each with slight variations in lens quality and exposure. If you're feeling adventurous, you could even try spooling a 35mm film into a spent 126 cartridge. Technically possible, though it requires some patience and tinkering. What makes the X-15 interesting today isn't just nostalgia, it's the philosophy behind it. Kodak designed it to democratize photography, to let anyone capture moments without fuss or technical knowledge. In a way, it's the precursor to modern point-and-shoots and, indirectly, smartphones. It's an artifact of camera design that prioritizes usability, not features. For collectors or anyone curious about analog photography, the X-15 is a rewarding experience. Handling it connects you to a time when photography was simple, tangible, and deliberate. Every click of the shutter feels intentional, and even with its limitations, the results can be satisfying. Overall, the Kodak Instamatic X-15 isn't going to compete with modern cameras in terms of technical performance, but that misses the point. It's about design, history, and the joy of simple photography. If you're willing to track down some 126 film or even experiment with expired cartridges, it's a camera worth exploring. For a piece of nearly 50-year-old technology, it still impresses with its reliability and ease of use. So, whether you're a collector or a photography enthusiast, or just curious about how people shot pictures in the 1970s, the X-15 offers an authentic analog experience. A reminder that sometimes the simplest tools can still create meaningful results.